Did you know that Japan, known as Nihon in Japanese, means the origin of the sun or the land of the rising sun? Nestled in the eastern part of Asia, Japan is an archipelago, a chain of islands stretching along the Pacific Ocean. It's an island nation, uniquely shaped by its geography, with a land size comparable to the state of California. Japan is home to over 126 million people, making it the 11th most populous country in the world. This island nation has a deep connection to its surrounding waters, creating a unique blend of history and culture. The geographical isolation has shaped its traditions, customs, and even the mindset of its people. Over the centuries, Japan has evolved, yet it has managed to retain its unique cultural identity. An island nation with a rich history and a population of over 126 million, Japan has a story worth telling. Traveling back in time, Japan's history can be traced back to the Jomon period, around 300 BC. This era, named after the cord-marked pottery crafted by its people, was marked by a semi-sedentary lifestyle of hunting, fishing, and gathering. As we move forward, we arrive at the Yayoi period, starting around 300 BC. This is when the landscape of Japan began to dramatically change with the advent of rice cultivation. This period also saw the establishment of a more structured society, as people began to settle in permanent agricultural communities. Next, we enter the Kofun period, starting in the 3rd century AD. This era is characterized by large tomb mounds or kofun, hence the name. It was during this period that Japan saw significant cultural and political influence from China and Korea, shaping its early civilization. From the dawn of civilization, Japan has been a melting pot of cultural influences and technological advancements. As we move forward in time, we reach one of Japan's most iconic periods, the Feudal Era, an age characterized by its unique blend of martial valor and spiritual contemplation, where the way of the samurai came to the fore. The samurai, these noble warriors, were not just skilled in the art of combat, but they were also well-versed in literature and philosophy, reflecting the era's intricate interplay between might and mind. The Feudal Era also saw the rise of the shogunate system, a form of military government where the shogun, or the military dictator, held the real power, while the emperor remained a symbolic figurehead. This system created a balance between central and regional powers, shaping Japan's political landscape for centuries. Simultaneously, Buddhism, especially Zen Buddhism, flourished during this period. The Zen philosophy, with its emphasis on meditation and mindfulness, deeply influenced the samurai culture. It presented a spiritual path for the warriors, guiding them in their pursuit of discipline and courage, whilst teaching them the ephemeral nature of life. However, the feudal era wasn't just about war and philosophy. It was also a time when Japan decided to shut its doors to the rest of the world. This period of isolation, known as Sakoku, lasted for over 2 centuries. During Sakoku, Japan severed most of its ties with the outside world, creating an environment of self-sufficiency. This isolation allowed Japan to foster its unique culture, untouched by foreign influences, yet it also hindered the nation's technological progress. Nevertheless, the isolation couldn't last forever. With the dawn of the 19th century came the winds of change, blowing away the old order and ushering in a new era. But the impacts of the feudal era and the period of isolation left an indelible mark on Japan's identity. The feudal era, a time of warriors, philosophy, and isolation, laid the groundwork for the Japan we know today. Emerging from isolation, Japan sprinted towards modernization, leading to its involvement in 2 world wars. The late 19th century marked a pivotal shift for Japan as it embraced the Meiji Restoration. The country was no longer an isolated island nation, but a rapidly modernizing powerhouse. Western ideas were adopted, from clothing styles to political systems. With modernization came militarization. World War I saw Japan as an ally of the victorious powers, expanding its sphere of influence in Asia. However, it was the cataclysm of World War II that would forever alter the nation's trajectory. Japan's militaristic expansion led to a devastating conflict, culminating in the horrific atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The impact of these bombings was cataclysmic. The images of these cities reduced to rubble, the tales of unimaginable suffering. and the loss of hundreds of thousands of lives are etched indelibly into the fabric of Japanese history. Yet amid the ruins, something remarkable happened. The scars of war became the seeds of resilience. Forced to confront the devastation of their cities and the loss of life, the Japanese people rallied. They rebuilt, they healed, and they transformed their war-torn nation into one of the world's leading economies. The scars of war have shaped Japan, leading to a period of rapid growth and recovery. In the present day, Japan stands as a world leader in technology, infrastructure, and culture. It's a beacon of progress, merging tradition and innovation in a seamless dance that captivates the world. Japan's economy, the third largest by nominal GDP, is a powerhouse in the global landscape. It boasts major industries like automotive, electronics, and robotics, each a testament to Japan's technological prowess. Yet it's not just about technology. The country's economy also thrives on its service sector, which contributes a significant portion to its GDP. Japan's role in global politics is equally noteworthy. As a member of the G7 United Nations and other international bodies, it actively contributes to shaping world policies and maintaining international peace. Innovation permeates every aspect of Japanese life, from bullet trains whizzing across the landscape to robots assisting in everyday tasks. Yet, in the midst of this futuristic landscape, the heartbeat of traditional Japan persists. Japanese culture, with all its richness and diversity, captures the world's imagination. Anime, sushi, sumo wrestling, these are but fragments of Japan's cultural mosaic. They represent a nation that cherishes its past, while boldly striding into the future. From ancient civilization to a global powerhouse, Japan's journey is a testament to the resilience and spirit of its people.